Tiffany here with Crafty Home. I hope this works. I wanted the camera in the shot the Christmas tree in the shot, and so I'm hoping that this works because it's not as zoomed in as I normally do. But anyway, Merry Christmas, and yeah, where have I been for the last, what? I think August is when I last did a video. So 4 months, August, September, 4 months, 5, way too long. I'm so sorry. I've missed all of you. Some of you have stayed connected with on Twitter and Facebook and other ways, but I thought I'd catch you up. We do a little Christmas tree talk catch up thing. So, for a while, okay, so let's see, it was about August. I think it was right after the booktubeathon when I kind of flaked out. I got overwhelmed, guys. I got way overwhelmed with life because right about that time, you know, school starts and I homeschool, so I was getting all that ready, and I help with the Awana at, well, not at our church, but at a different church, and I'm the head secretary. This is my first year doing it, and so there's just a lot to do at the beginning of the year and basically the whole year. I've got ideas to make it run a little more smoothly next year, hopefully, but needless to say, that was crazy. And then co-op started, our homeschool co-op, and I teach the preschool class for that. And then on top of that, I used to sell Usborne Books and More, which is children's books, well, children's up to like YA, and I used to sell that and stopped for a while just because of kids in my back and stuff. But now that you can do like Facebook parties and stuff, I decided to sign back up. So then I had that going, and yeah, I was really busy with that for a while, doing a lot of shows. December I've kind of taken off. In January I'll jump back in doing more parties and stuff, but needless to say, I got a little busy, and then BookTube kind of got pushed to the side, and then I was just out of the routine, and it's just taken this long to get back into it. So let's see what's happened. You know, all of that stuff. What else has happened? My reading kind of slumped for a while. It's starting to pick back up. But my husband and I have been watching a lot of videos. Like, we watched all of the Doctor Who's that are on Netflix and have well, okay, no, we haven't watched all of the classic Doctor Who, which we still want to do. And we've watched a lot of Star Trek. Yeah, we're kind of geeky. So, yeah, and then my son had football season at the beginning of that, and then he hurt his wrist playing football enough to be pulled out of the game and not be able to play the rest of the season. He was coaching though, helping coach, because he was their quarterback. So they had him stay and come and help coach the kids, and we had to take trips 2 hours away to a specialist to make sure it's all fine now. We just had to really be careful because of where it was hurt, and he's so young and he's really good at football, so we wanted to kind of baby it a little bit. So that happened. Since then, let's see, just life, just really, really busy. And then so 2 weeks ago now, I think it is, the beginning of December, my husband, who works from home, but his company is headquartered in Carlsbad, California. Sorry, that was my phone. I am not in the habit of making videos and remembering to turn my phone off, so yeah. Anyway, so in Carlsbad, California, and if you know anything about Legoland, California is in Carlsbad. And so we decided, my parents have wanted to take us down there for a really long time to go to Legoland. We've, you know, kind of told my oldest, who's way into Legos, that we would do that eventually, and so this just seemed like the perfect time. So we went down, we drove, it took forever to get there with a bunch of little kids, and we rented a 15-passenger van, but my mom and dad sat in the front. Dad drove the whole time. We were going to trade off, but he just done such a good job. We just let him keep going. And my mom, who had surgery recently, had been a while, but she's been having complications. She sat in the front because it was most comfortable. So my husband and I sat like in the first row, and there was not much room. It was so uncomfortable. But anyway, we made it to Legoland, and we stayed at the resort, and it was a blast. Yeah, the kids had so much fun. The rides, my 11-year-old, you know, a lot of the rides were too young for him, but it was a lot of fun, and the hotel was great. Lots of things for the kids to do, and nightly entertainment, and just really, really fun. So that was a good trip. And so then we've gotten back, and you know, then Christmas, trying to get ready for all that. But I keep, for the last like month or two, I've been like, oh yeah, I need to make videos again. I want to make videos again. And it's just taken us long to get back into it. So since it is booktube, I guess I'll tell you what I have been reading. I've acquired a few books. I'm going to do a book outlet unboxing, and those are the, not right now, but after this I'm going to film it. Those are books I got from the Black Friday sale. And I know I've got a lot of other books, but I'm not going to haul all of the books I've gotten since I've, you know, not filmed for quite some time. I will, I think, try to do a catch-up of what I've read, like a wrap-up, just because that's a little easier, and there were times I haven't read as much, so it shouldn't be as hard to do. So yeah, what I'm currently reading is, first off, The 5 Times I Met Myself by James L. Rupart. This was a book I got from review from LitViews, and it's really good so far. I'm not that far into it, but this author, I had forgotten that the other books he wrote I did not like. A lot of people really, really like them, and they're written well. It's just the concept was so out there, and they're supposed to be Christian books. And it just tended to lean more towards like almost a mysticism, just bordering on areas that I'm like, I don't see that in the Bible, and I'm not comfortable with that. And I know it's fiction, so I tried to, you know, take it with a grain of salt that he is writing fiction, and I don't know exactly what he believes. But in this book, the beginning is a little weird because it talks about lucid dreaming, and he even like refers to this book, which I don't know if it's a real book, but he like writes out the name and the author as though it is, you know? I don't know. It just seems, I guess this book, sometimes I feel like he's pushing some sort of weird extra stuff that shouldn't be in the Christian faith. Just my personal opinion. So I'm trying to get over that and just read this book, and it is really good. It's like he tries to practice lucid dreaming, which is like when you go into a dream and you can control it, but then come to find out he's controlling these dreams, and he's going and talking to his younger self in his dreams, like pulling that up in his dream. And so far he's done it twice, and both times it's changed. When he wakes up the next day, it's changed his future. But everybody else is just like, well, yeah, you've always done that, you know. But he's the only one that realizes, wait a second, that's not how it was yesterday, you know, or whatever. So anyway, it's really, really good so far, and I am enjoying it. So that's what I'm reading. And then the other one I'm reading, I'm actually reading on my Paperwhite, because I started it in Legoland, so on my Kindle, but I have an actual copy. Usually it's just the one I start reading when my husband goes to sleep, and then I want to have it darker in the room for him. And that is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I know a lot of people love this book. I'm really, really enjoying it. Yes, there are quite a few scenes that are more graphic than what I normally read, but the story is still really fascinating. I love it a lot, actually. I really, really am enjoying this. So yeah, maybe more than I should. Maybe this is my guilty pleasure. I'm not sure, but I really, really like it. And it's so thick. And when I first heard about it, I was like, oh gosh, that's going to be just like really hard to read, but maybe good. No, it's really good and really easy to read. And I've stayed up way too late many a night reading it. So, yeah. So those are the two things that I am reading right now. So what are you reading? What's been going on in your life since I've been gone? Since I've been gone? Or is it since you've been gone? I don't know. I'm not up with my, I was going to say current hits, but I think that's an old song. So anyway, yeah, I'm glad to be back and making videos, and I hope you're glad that I'm back making videos, but if you're not, well, I'm sorry. But I am, so. Anyway, I'll chat with y'all later. Bye!